Hi, and welcome to Cinema Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today we continue on with Sharkathon. So, we did Jaws, Jaws 2, and Jaws 3, our SeaWorld adventure. Now, what could we possibly be doing next? Yeah, that's right. Unfortunately, we're doing Jaws 4, The Revenge. Yeah, so far in the Jaws franchise, we have dealt with sharks that have found decent hunting grounds, you know, ended up somewhere. Even a Jaws that just, you know, kind of sort of accidentally ended up at SeaWorld. But, yeah. Jaws the Revenge. Jaws the Revenge brings in the concept that sharks can hold grudges. And apparently, this shark knows about all the other sharks that the Brody family has been a part of killing. So, this sharky wonder is going back to Amity Island because Little Browz, yeah, that's right, we established him as Little Browz in the third one. He is now a police officer in Amity Island. We find out that he's engaged, so congratulations, very close to his wedding. And he's taking care of his mom since, unfortunately, Chief Brody died of a heart attack a few years prior. Because, you know, he wasn't coming back for this nonsense. He read those scripts for 3 and 4, and he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. He wasn't coming back for this. Anywho. So, it is Christmas time. Little Browz just wants to be with his family and have a good time. He's walking out the door. And that's when we find out that there is some debris in the water and it kind of needs to be cleared out before the fishermen can come in for the night. So, no one else is available. So, Little Browz gets on a boat and he's going to go fish out that debris. Alright, so the debris is a very large pole or part of a tree, a trunk. It's a waterlogged trunk. But he is fishing it out and that's when we see a shark. So first big indicator that this movie is going to be horrifyingly bad is the fact that you can see blood before he's attacked. There's already blood in the water. There's already blood coming out. Yes, rewatch this movie, you already see red before you even see the shark. Just saying. However, Little Browz's death, screaming, having his arm ripped off, his boat basically being eviscerated, and him being pulled down, pretty horrifying. The fact that there's also Christmas carolers in the background working on the Christmas pageant, also slightly terrifying, but for a completely different reason. Anywho, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I'm all for Christmas. But, I'm not a Grinch, I promise. But, so we find it the next day. Mama Browz. She has to go and identify her son's body. So this is her baby boy. And this is going to be the start of the flashback sequence throughout the film. So another reason why I hate Jaws 4, The Revenge, is its constant reminders of the first film and flashbacks to the first film. Even flashbacks for characters who weren't even there during the scenes that they're flashing back to. Just saying, just wait for it, So, of course, Big Browz gets the call, his little brother is gone, and he packs up his family to go collect his mother. So, we find out that Big Browz, when he took on that research job, apparently things didn't exactly work out with him, and the, I know she's a marine biologist, but I really want to say dolphin rider as a job because that sounds amazing. Anywho, apparently things did not work out with him and his girlfriend from the third film. So he's now married to an artist, and they have a cute little girl. All right. So remember that. Now, Mama Browz does not want any of her family anywhere near the water. She is now starting in on the idea that this shark is holding a grudge against her family. She believes the shark killed her husband. Even though he died of a heart attack, she's saying he died because of fear. And now a shark killed her baby boy. So her son and his family decided to take it upon themselves to get her out of her head. So immediately following baby Browz's funeral, which that was devastating, immediately following his funeral, they pack her up and move her out to where they are currently living, where Big Browz is doing his research, and at least the underwater vehicle in this is actually way more realistic for the times. Just saying, it's not really bad CGI throughout. Yeah, I do have to tell you, his research team, his research partner in particular, he is amazing. He is so much fun. I love this character. I love this character. Every time he was on screen, it made me smile, which was few and far between for this movie, because this movie was so bad. But of course, Mama Browz trying to get into a new swing with her family, trying to find a light for this. And she sees her granddaughter swinging above water. She's terrified. She doesn't want any of her family around water. She doesn't want, which is going to be really hard since they live on an island, but whatever. So ultimately, Mama Browz ends up getting a boyfriend to keep her busy. I know they don't actually come right out and say like, oh my god, you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend. But yes, okay, he is someone to keep her company at a certain age, when a woman of a certain age who is a widower, single, whatever, divorced, when she finds a beau or someone to keep her company, that is her boyfriend. Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Wanda, because you are awesome. Wanda's my friend. She's in her 70s, and she is spectacular. But her boyfriend is just so much fun. He wholeheartedly kind of just brings new life into her, so awesome there. But yeah, so Big Browz, not listening to his mom, finds a great white shark. Now, great white sharks are not known to be in these waters. So maybe you should take that as a, hey, maybe mom's on to something here. No, you're just gonna keep it all secret and just keep trying to research this shark. Alright. You know, what could possibly go wrong? So a shark tried to eat your daughter, you say? Yeah, gosh. Banana boat, little girl almost being eaten by a shark, ends up eating a grown adult that was attempting to shield her. Wow. Alright, so Mama Browz, seeing this all happening, seeing her granddaughter almost being chowed down by a shark, she takes it upon herself. She's going to go out in the water and she's going to try to settle this herself. And that is when we see all of the men in this movie. Yes, any guy that had any kind of a name in this entire movie that isn't dead already, all piles into this plane, and they're going to go find Mama Browz. They're going to go save her from the shark. So when we find Mama Browz, she is just starting to say hello once again to Jaws. And my gosh, not only did they ruin their plane, but you know, we got a couple fake outs for deaths here. Yeah, that's right, Hooper. You faked us out in the first movie. These two guys faked us out in this movie. And yes, my favorite character did fake us out. Very happy that he survived, because he was one of the few lights of this entire movie. But, the sheer fact that all 4 of these characters make it out alive and still manage to kill the shark, and, you know, the shark just kind of blows up, and Mama Browz can remember scenes that she wasn't even a part of in the first movie. Okay, so what you're going to do here, Jaws 4: The Revenge, is you're going to reference much better films and, you know, steal their scenes because it's all good, you know. It doesn't matter that she wasn't there. It doesn't matter that she wouldn't have those memories to recollect on. Okay, alright, I gotta tell you, Jaws 3 set up the Jaws franchise to go downhill. It was all downhill from Jaws 3. But Jaws 4, you killed it. You're poorly written. Your actors are lazy throughout, which, shame on you. You were a way better actor than this. Shame. I know it was a check, but shame. Anywho, so poorly done. The shark deaths on this are pretty lazy and pretty lame throughout. It's so disappointing. And it's just like, why did this have to be made? Sharks don't know when other sharks are killed. They don't know who killed them. They wouldn't hold a grudge. They wouldn't travel across the entire world to go find any blood relatives of this person. How would they know that little girl was a blood relative? She wasn't bleeding. How would they just know? The shark just sensed she was on that banana boat and attacked her. Yeah. This movie is by far the worst out of the Jaws franchise, and this is the movie that killed the franchise. If we ended up actually getting another Jaws film, it would probably either be a remake at this point or animated, because this movie was a steaming pile. I said it here. I said it here. This isn't even a movie that I like to watch as a drinking game. I wouldn't even suggest that. But yeah, you know, that is it for this episode of Cinema Figures. Please do give me a like if you like this video. Comment below and tell me if you have hate watched this film before, if you have been forced to watch this film before, if you regretted it, if you are like me and you're like, wow, what am I doing with my life watching this movie again? Please do also, you know, if you like Jaws: The Revenge, tell me why you like it. I don't know that many people that actually like it. It's probably one of the lowest rated films in the history of film, which is saying something because I've seen some pretty bad films in my time. But please do subscribe to Cinema Figures for more movie goodness and sharky goodness, because we are currently in the middle of Sharkathon. Also, please do subscribe. I already said subscribe. Check out any of the older videos we have up proper here on Cinema Figures. Yeah, any of the other shark films, which, by the way, if you haven't already checked out Jaws, Jaws 2, Jaws 3, and you're watching Jaws 4: The Revenge, I'm sorry. Anywho, that is it for this episode. I'm your host, Caitlin. Bye.